Wow, things took a little bit of a left turn here. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. This video, we're working on this old Dodge, just doing Dodge things. I'll bring you in and show you what's going on. All right. Wife was driving home the other day, heard a loud bang. Old battery, she exploded. What's going on? Let me tell you what's going on. These janky cables here that I know the previous owner didn't do it, but someone before him, we need to replace all this stuff. So let me try and explain this to you the best I can. 2 batteries, the alternator charges that battery. There's a crossover cable. Much better than that from factory that also charges this battery. Now the truck's brains sees the voltage off that battery. So if that battery is low or dead or dying, the alternator will continue to charge that battery and in turn charge that battery. So they both should charge at the same time, but the alternator is only hooked up to that battery. Now, if you have junk cables, the truck is going to think that the batteries need charged and charged and charged. So I'm pretty sure that battery was low. Alternator just sending juice to that and she blew up. So we got a new battery for there and ordered a bunch of new cables from jeepcables.com. Bring you in here, new battery, all these new cables. Yeah, real thick stuff, like almost as thick as my thumb, welding cable material. So I'm gonna replace all this and yeah, get that old truck up and running. I do have my other 3rd gen here just to maybe copy how wires are ran because yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's supposed to go up here from factory, not along the firewall like that. And yeah, let's just start unhooking things and getting stuff replaced. Just doing a little unboxing here. And yeah, these cables are thick. They're labeled battery post, yeah, like I'll go to the alternator. This alternator wire goes all the way to the driver's side here. Now we'll check it out. And yeah, like we got battery negative passenger, battery negative driver, battery post driver, like engine block. Yeah, like these are down to the starter. This might be the difficult one maybe. And then another engine block. And yeah, all your fender, frame, all those ground cables. Even came with stickers. So what should you buy stuff for, hey? Stickers. Now, where does it say? Yeah. Please note, kit reroutes, 1 factory connection. Yeah, so the alternator to battery positive from the passenger side battery to the driver's side. Yes. So the alternator is now going to go over to the driver's side battery where the computer, you know, hooks up to. Perfect. I like that a lot. Okay, we'll get things torn apart and carry on. Ay. She blew right up. And I'm just gonna vacuum this out, clean that out. And my dumbass went and wrote on the batteries so I don't screw something up. And then yeah, new one's just on the maintainer just to give her a little bit of juice before we put it in there. Just laying under the truck. That is the engine block ground, passenger side cable that goes up to the negative post. It is a 18 mm socket to get that, just for future reference. And let me get all the dust and gravel out of my eyes now and I'll swap this cable out here. And now my goal here is to just hook all the ground cables up first before I do any positives. So I'm going to go over there, fight with that ground down to the block, wherever it goes to. And yeah, once everything's all grounded, then I'll start touching the old hot cables together. I know I got, yeah, that one down to the starter might give me some grief, but just one connection at a time. Laying under the truck on the driver's side, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, that is the ground connection for the driver's side battery. Don't mind the oil, it's a Cummins. Yeah, that bolt is also an 18 millimeter, and then we also have a, that's a ground there. That little wire goes up to the battery post as well. So we'll take that one off. Take that off and then reroute the new cables down here and up. The driver's side negatives are all hooked up. This one goes down to the frame, one down to the engine block frame. And this one just goes over to the fender here. And we'll work on this positive now. So this big wire goes to the starter. This other little wire goes over to here, the fuse box, which I've already disconnected. I do not know, I don't know, that this little wire is plugged in over here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to carefully take this apart and take this wire loom off. There's some wires here that I think need to stay. Wow, things took a little bit of a left turn here. And I thought I could do it without it anyways, but everything online said I needed to pull this out just to get into the starter, because I can't see from underneath the truck. I can't really get to it. I don't know, that wire there, and yeah, that yellow wire just follows it down in the loom. So the yellow wire stays and goes all the way back up to, yeah, there. That yellow wire stays. And yeah. Oh boy. You have just witnessed perfect bodywork. Shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, another pain in the ass thing is getting this stud out. That's a 13 mil head there, but it's on that. Trying to zoom in. It's a bracket, a metal bracket holding this wire. Let me see. Yeah, like the frame area. So that would have been a real pain in the ass. It was, because we have no tire, no fender, no fender flare, just to get in at the starter. And then this is half the battle. I still have to get in. I don't even know where I'm going here now. That wire, yeah, it's on the back side of the starter, so I'll be back in about 5 hours.
A few moments later, 2,000 years later, one eternity later.
Managed to get a screwdriver and this knife in here and cut this off. This is supposed to be rubber. It's so old, it's like hard plastic now. I don't know. Starter nut that's under this piece of shit. Sorry for the language. I'm getting frustrated. Anyways, I'll get in there with a socket and just get that nut off of there. And then we're home free. And if I ever have to do this again, the starter nut is a 16 mil. Coming to the home stretch here. This red wire that's plugged in right there. I'm gonna solder an end on that, heat shrink it up. That goes to the fuse box post. And yeah, then we should have this almost done. Well, it is almost the moment of truth. Passenger side grounds are all tight. The passenger side positive is just this one, and that's your crossover cable way over here. And the alternator comes over here as well. Yeah, grounds are tight here. Hooked the fuse box back up. My only complaint with the kit is just trying to fit 4. I mean, I don't know how else you would do it, but trying to fit 4 wires on one post is kind of, it is what it is. I don't know what this is, but it was hooked up before, so it's hooked up again. All right, and yeah, I still got to put the fender liner back in, tire and all that stuff back on, but let's grab the keys here and do a moment of truth. Hopefully she fires up for me and I don't look like a jackass. Fairly, yeah, don't mind all the other lights that are on there. It's tip-em issues. Right on. Okay, I'll get this all put back together and show you when we're all done. Well, folks, just like that, she's all done. A little bit of cursing, swearing. I don't know. It took me like an afternoon to do it. Probably would have been quicker if I would have known what I was doing, but yeah, truck is up and running, back on the road. See you guys next time.